Symptoms of a bad car tie rod. Tie rods connect either end of the steering rack to the steering knuckles on which the front wheels pivot when the steering wheel is turned. The tie rod has two sections threaded together, so their length can be adjusted and the front wheels aligned. The outer section, typically called the tie rod end, is most susceptible to wear and failure. Though tie rod ends historically required regular lubrication, they are among many aspects of a modern vehicle's chassis that are now maintenance-free. When they fail, however, they can throw off the car's alignment, cause premature tire wear, or, worst cases, separate and cause a loss of control. Welcome to our YouTube channel. We bring to you interesting topics about the automobile, and we provide a lucid explanation of topics that relates to cars and their important components. I share helpful and professional tips to help you maintain your car, and today I will be talking about an important and interesting topic, symptom of a bad car tie rod and how to fix the problems. Tie rods are an integral part of your vehicle's steering, just as its name suggests. A tie rod ties your vehicle's steering rack to the steering arm. The steering arm is attached to the wheel. There are two types of steering systems: rack and pinion steering and recirculating ball or mechanical steering. A rack and pinion steering system is a very simple operation. When you turn your steering wheel, a pinion gear, which is attached to your steering shaft, will roll along the steering rack. The steering rack, attached to both front wheels, will move according to how you turn your wheel. The tie rods are responsible for transmitting the force from the steering rack to the steering arm and moving the wheel. The recirculating ball or mechanical steering system is slightly more complex than the rack and pinion system. The mechanical system includes a gearbox. When you turn your wheel, your steering shaft will set several gears in motion that control the pitman's arm. The pitman's arm moves the steering rack according to how you steer. Again, like in the rack and pinion system, the steering rack is connected to the tie rods and also connected to the steering arms. The tie rods are the connection from your steering system to your wheels. Tie rods play a crucial role in your steering system. Without tie rods, your steering system would fail. Tie rods are the pivot point between your steering system and your steering arm and wheel. The outer tie rod end is adjustable. This means you can change the tie rod length to fix your vehicle's alignment. As you can see, simple tie rods are very important. They are responsible for moving your wheels when you steer and making turning possible. Normal wear and tear can cause a tie rod to fail. Driving hazards like potholes and accidents can also cause damage to a tie rod. If a tie rod becomes damaged and fails, the effects can range from mild to extreme. You may not hear about them as often as other components like brake pads or tires. But the tie rods in your vehicle are absolutely vital. They connect the steering rack or center link to the steering knuckle, making the wheels turn. Each tie rod is made of two ends, the inner and the outer end. When a tie rod end fails, it can damage your vehicle and put you in danger, so it's important to make sure that you watch for symptoms of a tie rod. To make sure your Subaru remains in good condition, look out for signs like inability to steer. If a tie rod end fails completely, you'll lose the ability to steer your car. A squealing sound when you turn. Squealing is never a good thing to hear from your car. If you hear a loud, high-pitched squeal that sounds like a shriek whenever you turn your car, it may be a sign that the tie rod ends are worn and need to be replaced. There are other potential causes, including ball joints with bad lubrication or a low level of power steering fluid. Since all of these can be dangerous to you and your vehicle, you should have a squeal looked at immediately. Uneven, excessive tire wear. This one can often be checked on your own with a visual inspection. Compare the inside and outside edges of the tires. If they show excessive wear on one side but little wear on the other, it could be due to tie rod troubles. However, this isn't the only cause. It could be a problem with other parts of the suspension. Misaligned front end. A bad tie rod end isn't the only thing that can cause your vehicle to track poorly. In fact, it's much more common to see misalignment from bumping into a curb or going over a pothole. However, loose or worn tie rod ends can cause front end misalignment. This is one of the reasons it's important to bring your vehicle in for an alignment check about once per year or so. A steering wheel that feels unusual. A steering wheel in your vehicle that feels different from what you've become used to always causes you to schedule a service appointment for your Subaru, but two particular things may point to failing tie rod end. If the wheel shakes or vibrates, and this vibration gets worse when you turn corners, it could be due to a loose tie rod end. A steering wheel that feels like it has a lot of play can also be a symptom of a loose tie rod end. In conclusion, tie rods can last for several years. In fact, you may never have to replace your tie rods. The conditions you drive in play a large role in the lifespan of tie rods. I appreciate your time for watching the interesting and educative video. I am sure you got value. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the bell to be the first to get notified when we drop a new video. See you all next time.